What's going on, everybody? It's Josh here with Zero Gravity, and I got some great stuff to cover today. I'm super excited, and you're probably asking yourself, why is he excited? The stock is down. Well, let me tell you, never again in history will you probably see these kind of events take place. When do you see phenomenal great news come out? Like over the weekend, they had announced 4 different military contracts totaling up to like $100 million combined. And on Monday, we go down 2.96%. Today, we had another pipe investment and another contract, and we're down another 1%. These are times that you're never going to really get to enjoy in history. I don't know what exactly is going on with the Palantir stock, but they definitely are not taking into account any of the good news and all these contracts that we've been getting over the past few months. So this makes me more and more excited every time I hit that buy button. Now, just like smashing that buy button, if you can, please hit the like button. And if you're an absolute bear on Palantir, please hit the dislike button. I kind of want to run a rolling toll here and see how many bears versus bulls I have watching. So if you're a bull, smash the like. If you're a bear, smash the dislike. I don't know how many YouTubers will tell you to smash the dislike, but I will. I don't care. I'm not monetized. Smash away. Now, jumping in here, as I was saying, normally when you hear great news on a company, that morning the stock starts going up and you end up kind of chasing it or jumping in a little bit later, not getting to take full benefit and advantage of it. With Palantir, it's been running quite the opposite. We get great news and they're like, hey, we want to sell it to you at a cheaper price. Fundamentally, nothing has changed with the company. It has only been improving over the last few months, but yet we keep getting these great buying opportunities. So I'm going to take advantage and I'm going to keep riding it out. So first thing I wanted to cover is Cathie Wood jumped in and bought another 1.5 million shares of Palantir Technology. I know this has probably been covered by about 30 YouTubers, so that's about as far as I'll get into that. It's about $31 million plus that she spent on it. I know a lot of the bears out there are saying that's not much, but you know, fuck. Come on, guys. It's $30 million. I don't care how big the market cap is. When somebody's putting $30 million into a company, that's a significant investment, and they have a lot of conviction in the potential of that company. Another great thing I just wanted to go over real quick is actually on Reddit today, or actually I guess yesterday, somebody posted it. Since we're all posting our YOLOs and being bag holders, I added more today as well. So we actually got some threads going here. regarding us being bag holders, and I'm a proud bag holder. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, my entries have not been exactly the best, but I'm going to continue buying. I'm not worried about it. So over the past few weeks, I've been covering a lot of the medical stuff. They just appointed the chief medical officer. They've signed a few contracts, and then today they also signed a new contract, which it was part of a deal between them. So they are going to purchase Palantir services, but also Palantir is going to make a pipe investment into this company. So I want to check out the company a little bit. Celularity. It's not the easiest to pronounce. I'm a hillbilly as well, so that might get messed up from time to time. But Celularity is a huge research center, and also it's a company that's creating cellular medicine manufacturing. So they claim to be the next evolution in cellular medicine, this is also another one of Cathie Wood's big focuses, genomics. She has a whole ETF built around this. So I thought that was kind of interesting that those two are so closely twined. But based on all the information and stuff we've been seeing from Palantir lately, like I said, I think there's a big market available for them, and they could be the next big thing when it comes to research and development of cures and medicines to help solve a lot of these illnesses. Now with Celularity, they already have a few things in process with the FDA, some stem cell trials, as well as they got a treatment for malignant gliomas. I'm not real familiar with what that is or what it's about, but I'm not a big medical guy. I don't follow a lot of these companies too well. But I think Palantir being used in this aspect is absolutely going to be game changing. And I think it's absolutely huge market cap and opportunity for them. So I think they are going to step in early. They're going to step in hard. They're going to take over this market. And a winner takes most market. Palantir is going to be the winner, I think, in this genre, in this industry. The other things I wanted to cover real quick. In this quarter, we've had 4 different pipe investments. We've had Lilium, which is focusing on their, autonomous air taxis. We have Sarcos Robotics, which is a lot of AI and robotics that take over the place of a lot of human workers. We got Rovient Sciences the other day, and then we got Celularity. Now, these are 4 major SPACs, 4 major pipe investments from Palantir, which is creating almost, Palantir is almost going to be an ETF. And at this rate, they might become an ETF. So when you invest in Palantir, now you're also getting a piece of these other companies, which I thoroughly approve of and enjoy and I'm proud of. But my thought process with that is based on the last quarter's balance sheet, they had about a 2-to-1 cash on hand to liabilities, which is about $2 billion, I believe. So I think they're actually finally letting go of some of that money and starting to spend it, and they're spending it in the way of investing to help improve the future outlook for, you know, retail shareholders and stuff like that. Now, with Palantir, these numbers aren't updated yet. I think it's a little over 19%, you know, and insiders own about 1%, but retail still owns the majority of Palantir. So a lot of these fluctuations and stuff you're seeing in the market are absolutely, you know, paper-handed people that are still holding Palantir and trying to find the opportunity to kind of get out of it because they're scared or they don't quite understand it. So this bounce back and forth that we've been seeing a lot here, I think is a lot of people, you know, just trying to find the right opportunity or get out, or they were chasing some of these other highs and now they're trying to recoup some of their money and they're just looking for an opportunity to get out. So we have a lot of those there, but the floor, which is the demand zone that I was kind of going over yesterday, I think is most of our institutions. So as they've seen these run-ups and stuff like that, they started putting their price predictions and stuff out there and their ideal buying points. Now their ideal buying points are going to be the lowest points that hit the market. So when this was hit originally here, there was probably a lot of institutions that said, I would like to buy somewhere around this range. And they've kind of followed it up. Now as it continues to go down, a lot of institutions will step in and they'll start putting a little bit lower marks where they would like to ideally buy the stock, and eventually it's going to hit enough of a push where enough people are wanting to buy, enough people are wanting to invest, that they'll end up start chasing the stock off of one of these bounces. Now I think that bounce has come to an end here as we've kind of drawn the descending wedge there. So I expect a move higher around the earnings date, as long as earnings are semi-impressive or at least, you know, meet expectations. I think we're going to see a great outlook based on the amount of contracts and everything we've had in the last, you know, quarter. I don't see how we don't beat earnings. It is almost impossible. And the last thing I want to kind of go over real quick is just one of the common bear things is Palantir is heavily focused on government contracts. Now, immediately when I think of this, it kind of cracks me up because government contracts, as we all know, are some of the stickiest contracts. These are all multi-year contracts. And now at this point, Palantir has a government contract with almost every sector of the government. It's actually insanely impressive, the wide array of uses that Palantir can do. But with that same argument, I think of Boeing. When you think of Boeing and somebody's talking about investing or not investing, what are your thoughts? Most of the bull arguments for Boeing is they have government backing. They are too big to fail, so if something goes wrong, the government will step in. And we've seen that through the last pandemic. Boeing lost a lot of contracts. The government stepped in and offered them some new contracts. Now, when the government builds most of their systems around Palantir, why in the world do you ever think they would allow Palantir to fail? If they are using Palantir in almost every one of their entities available, why would they let Palantir? They wouldn't. They're going to continue using Palantir and they'll offer them more contracts if needed. And they also get the regular pay bumps almost every new contract. But anyways, I feel like I start to ramble after a while. I appreciate you guys watching very much. Hopefully it was a little bit entertaining. Hopefully I didn't waste your time and kind of showed you some new thoughts or ideas based on the information I have here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you next time.